everyone. This is Peyton Honig and Joseph Morgan. This is our 104 Building and Construction project. We did ours on a volunteer firefighter who died in a floor collapse while working in an above residential basement fire in South Dakota. On April 12, 2015, a 38-year-old male volunteer firefighter died in a floor collapse while working in an above residential basement fire. At 10:09, the South Dakota Local Fire Department, neighboring mutual aid volunteer fire department, county emergency management, and a medic unit were dispatched to a residential house fire with an occupant inside. The county's fire service consists of 13 volunteer fire departments, 1 career fire department, and 3 public service organizations. The Office of Emergency Management assists the response and recovery activities of these departments and organizations involved in providing emergency services. This 14-year firefighter had his Firefighter 1 and Firefighter 2, his ICS 100, his ICS 200, and ICS 300s. ICS 100 is the Incident Command System. The ICS 200 is the Single Resources and Initial Action Incidents. And then the ICS 300 is the expanding incidents, so for the mass casualty incidents. And then he also had his hazardous materials awareness certifications, and he also had various firefighting procedures and other administration of technical course certifications. According to the report of NIOSH investigations, the delay in notification to the fire department, the delay in fire suppression, the fire being in a concealed condition within the basement, and then the crew's integrity with poor self-contained breathing apparatus operations and maintenance, and fire-ground communications were all in combination with misfires within the situation. The fire being in the basement was a main factor for the fire behavior, which brought limited egress or means for escape, poor ventilation and drainage when they were trying to extinguish the fire, also inducing greater temperatures due to the increase of trying to extinguish the fire. As you put water on fire, it turns into steam, and so the room just turned into a steamer. The small space means for higher temps, as I just stated, and it resulted in wildfire behavior, which in the end resulted in the structure collapse in the fire's death.
Upon arrival, heavy smoke coming out of the garage. Multiple attempts were made to locate the unresponsive occupant in dark smoke with no water on the fire. After rescuing, it took 20 minutes getting the occupant out of the structure while the fire continued to grow. A PPV van placed on front door and windows vented with winds of 16 miles per hour, possibilities of providing a low pressure vent for the fire in the basement. Then the fire vented at the southwest corner, C and D side of the building. A few minutes later, flashover was seen in the middle of the structure with crews inside, so evacuation orders were given. It turned into defensive operations. Some recommendations for the incident: our fire departments should ensure that a fire attack is conducted concurrently with rescue operations, and a risk analysis is done after the rescue is completed. This is important because at any incident, life safety is most important to proper risk management plans and benefits. Fire departments should ensure that officers and firefighters are trained in current basement fire strategies and tactics. This is important because firefighters need to be aware of all the unknown hazards and things to look for that will cause harm. The incident involved a ranch-style single-family home with a two-car garage attached with a Built in 1994, the ground floor accounted for 1,759 square feet of living space, and most of the basement had been finished to add another 1,500 square feet. The home was wood frame construction on a concrete block foundation. The exterior was vinyl siding. Siding was brick and veneer. The roof was gabled 2-inch by 6-inch rafters with sheathings covered with asphalt shingles. The interior was drywall with carpet and vinyl flooring. Natural gas was used for the forced air furnace and hot water heater, which shared a single-walled metal chimney pipe.
Suggested actions. If a similar fire happened to the similar building, we would suggest a more thorough pre-planned sweep of the residence to check for an unidentified hazard. After doing so, we would ensure our team members know the chance and possibility of structure collapse due to the fire being in the basement. All firefighters should know the risks that come forth with the fires that occur in basements, inhibiting their ability to provide fire suppression tactics. In conclusion, according to the coroner's report, the cause of death was listed as asphyxia due to smoke inhalation. Soot was present in his airway with a minimal carbon monoxide level. Thermal injuries consisted of generalized second-degree burns with third-degree burns on his face, hands, and lower left leg. In result of all this, we have learned that firefighters coming on scene have to do a proper 360 walk around of the building, identifying any hazards, and also doing scene size up when they're not on calls, going around to neighborhoods checking for hazards such as basements, and also checking out the basements to see what kind of tactics they would have if such action was to take place. And then that is the rest of our presentation. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.